Unhallowed, the new Doom 2 map using the OTEX resources by Cyano. The map is by Cyano. The OTEX resources are by Yukairo. This is part 2. As I see with the next maybe half hour or so this map has to offer. So far I've been given generally satisfying gameplay and some especially tasty visuals, and I just picked up a whole bunch of rockets and then prepared for something pretty bad to happen here. Yeah, it's revenants. A lot of revenants in this level. I also request John Sweet Pea play in. I gotta remember these strategies. The goal in these fights so far has rarely been about just staying put after you trigger the ambush. Always, I think almost every time so far, if some form of retreat has been available, then I wanted to use it. If I meant to stay put, then Cyano's gonna block my retreat path and make that known. I definitely think it's Keiko Demon's first here because they can block my movement with the infinitely tall actors. I hope I'm not supposed to have infinitely tall actors toned off here. Because if this was meant to be an infight with me just standing in the water, I just ruined it. Okay. I need to find out how well, the imps can still do some of the dirty work. I need to find out exactly how this teleport pad can connect me back to the main level, which way to jump. Oh wait, okay, so I get teleported and tap over here. Do I have to jump these pillows to get back? Yeah, I think I do, which makes that an untenable position when all these revenants are still here. It's basically you fall in the water, you're in the water till the day. Oh, I actually forgot about the fast chain gun in this map, which is very much desirable over the ordinary chain gun. Maybe it just feels fast, I don't know. It's the standard chain gun sprite. So I don't hit Scanos in this particular fight, it seems. But you definitely need to have a clear path to get out of the water. Yeah, I couldn't see you, imp. You neither. Yeah, I definitely want to clear. Whoa! They must be stopped by a monster block line to give me a little bit of a surprise if I think no one's gonna be around. See, that's actually a reasonable use of a monster block line. I'm gonna think I killed everyone and they're stragglers because they can't move out of their place. Really? I really thought I got all those stray imps. Perhaps letting the... Oh wait, no, they're not monster block, but they seem to just hide behind. There's not a monster block line. I hope my commentaries as I'm playing through this is enjoyable, and I always appreciate and highly welcome any comments you might have in response to it, or to any other viewers. Oh, great. Look, there's another, this area is gonna be used for another fight. With an out vial in there. In fact, I'm guessing at least 2 of them because I think I actually got zapped from behind there. Perhaps I should play with the Barons and the Hell Knights first. Again though, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill. Oh no. Time to... Except the problem with going in the water is once I go in the water, I can't get back out of it until I have the situation under control. Which, without valves, it could make it rather difficult to have the situation under control. Trying to pick out the strategy here. It's a dark area as well. This wall of imps prevents me from escaping that way. Unless they've already revealed before I even press the switch. No. This area is maybe a tad dark for all the fighting you're doing. Although I don't think it needs to be much brighter at all. And again, I'd recommend taking note of any feedback I make as I provide it. See, oh, I bet I know what I need to do. I need to be silent here and load them away from the rockets, which is what I need badly. Take the rockets and the recharging health kit. Then I can probably handle the side with the ouch vials on them. Is that the intended strategy? Which, unfortunately, the most dangerous is resurrecting the Revenant. And now I can get off into another area and be handling fire from only one direction, as eventually I'd expect the goat meat to be enclosing on me. Yeah, maybe it doesn't need to be bright, or I just need to think outside the box a little for the strategy and not just make a mad dash to the other side as quickly as possible. Wait for my supplies to become accessible. You need the yellow skull. Well, it doesn't surprise me. The 2 different paths were open. It's been fairly linear so far. So, one of them all need a key. Surprise, surprise. I don't think, in fact, actually, this is the first map of Cyano's that I played. I've played most of Refracted Reality, and I think Ponax Ad Astra or something like that it was called. It was a very blue level, almost like in the spirit of Swim with the Whales, a very blue level. I think that was his map in that project. Well, wait, I'm looking for a secret in the level that has none. Whoa, I saw something a little odd looking there. Let me see what I was looking at. Oh no, it's just... Wait, is there a hall of mirrors of some kind going on? I think there is. Yeah, there's a missing texture or hall of mirrors of some kind here. I have to well, actually, I might not even have to no-clip it to see it well. But it's definitely visible from the edge here. But it's also visible... Well, because of the total darkness, it's hard for me to see... Well, okay, but as soon as I fire something, I can see it. So there's... Yep, that seems like a bug. There's a missing texture around this point that I'm circling around in the auto map. Or a hall of mirrors of some other kind. Better get the bug before it bites you. Not a long-lasting bug either, because, see, here's a case where he definitely wants me trapped in the room that the fight's taking place in, and I've little choice but to be so. Yes, the issue goes away once I flip the switch, but I would think it should still be removed altogether. No, I don't want to eat a rocket at point blank. Well, the Cyber Demon seems to be targeting the imp further away. I probably need to... also need to accept using some plasma here where I can't have all my distance. Better leave him alive in case there's another fight in this area that's going to ensue. Cyber demons can be deceptively useful, especially when they're staged as spectators like that. Well, okay, they're not really a spectator because they're still trying to kill me, but they can't actually enter the room. Yep, and I'll score a couple more points off of him here, perhaps, if he tries to shoot me. Yep, and time to bring that lift down again. Wondering how for each fight my strategies are relative to the quote-unquote intended ones. I say quote-unquote because in any Doom level, deviations from the intended strategies do occur sometimes. But most mappers who make quasi-slaughter levels will have an intended strategy for most fights. Mind you, I don't find this anywhere near the difficulty level of, say, a Rubik's map so far. So if this was intended to be as difficult as a Rubik's map, I don't think it is. I saw someone else compared to Death in Excess, but I think those maps also have more monsters than this. Like those, the last two levels of Death in Excess, one of which is a secret level, have over 10,000 monsters apiece, I think. That is also an OTEX set. I haven't played any of Abandon, which is a 2020 release, so I don't know how it compares. Or Scotty's OTEX map that he did earlier, he did back around September 1st. That's another notable OTEX map of 2020. For all the things, 2020 has had no shortage of its terrible things. Fingers crossed for my own self and anyone else who's listening as well, but good Doom maps it hasn't been short on. Okay, so I can use the elevator, or I can use this switch. Which it's not immediately clear what the switch does unless it's at the bottom of the elevator. No, there's still... It's not immediately clear to me what... Oh, you know what? I can probably see out the fence for a reason. I'm probably supposed to see through the fence what that switch is doing. Okay, but can I figure... I still have not been able to figure out what the switch just actually did. What I can do is get rid of that Keiko demon, whatever he was still there for. Yeah, I can't make out what this switch is doing. Maybe I should not flip it until I am able to make out what it's doing. Well, most likely it did something in this area that I'm going to find out. I'm going to have to go back, press it. When rockets reaching the Revenant isn't useless, but it's not particularly useful until they reach the outside. It is possible to acquire complete cover files here. Cover from fire, mind you. Cover fire. Not the same thing. Almost no ballers. I got rid of the out spells. I'm probably in a decent position. Yeah, because I get teleported well away on the opposite side, so they'll be chasing me. I probably should have just pulled the trigger and flipped that switch, even not knowing what it does. Uh-oh, that's not good. I guess I'll just wait for them to come up a few at a time until I have room to leave. At least it seems they can come in double file as opposed to like that single file. So I might make it a little clearer what that switch does so people are not hesitant to flip it because they don't know what it did. I'm aware to Cyano that this is probably not the most fun house in the world to watch. It seems like there's only maybe a fingerful left or a handful or so left. Kind of have to got myself in a situation where I need to use this lift as a choke point for dealing with the crowd. If I attempt to go down the lift when there's still a bunch alive, I get caught in immediate gridlock and death. Commander, stop jamming the lift. If you want a ride, take a ride and be decisive about it. I actually managed to grab everyone. Wait, but that can't be what the switch did either because I've been in that area before. I think the switch is giving me access to this area. Maybe is a new one. No, that's not a new area. Although that's a one-way lift. And they use that switch. Oh, it's back to the blue door. I still don't know exactly what did that switch do though that I kind of... It wasn't so far away that I managed to get lucky. Wait, no, that's not the blue door, that's where the blue key was. So what did the switch do in this outside area? I've used that switch already. That lift just takes me back to where I got the blue key, and I could get there by falling in the water here and going through the teleporter. Oh! Okay. So I actually have to drop in the water. I didn't notice that it removes the barrier in the water. And I will also mention that given that it removes a barrier in the water, that Revenant without Valve Trap does not seem particularly effective because if I had actually flipped the switch, I could simply have run from it into here. There's nothing forcing me to kill the Revenants and out Viol. Mass teleport bigger than I originally envisioned. However, teleporter out does emerge with time as well. Oh, and that's where I need the... Okay, so I can't just avoid the Revenants and Ouch Vial. I do have to get back to this area. Sight from a different height. Not sure this is the cheese that's meant to be intended, though. But what I came up with. Whoa! Another bad idea to drop down in there. Probably need to get to the foul side before I drop down, so I don't have instant snagging. Crowd some, take the teleport off, they get too close, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Now that I've got a red key, I should mention, I omitted to mention that I actually played the refracted reality map with fast monsters enabled. This is maybe close to the difficulty of the refracted reality map if I didn't have fast monsters enabled. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use another path here. Oh no, I can't use another path. There's one way back into that room and one way out of that room, not counting that area. Sometimes infinite height can be abused if I'm just firing at a wall and the enemies are right above it. No, it doesn't seem I'm able to abuse the infinite height here. Yeah, it's not set up in a way I can abuse it. So I just fire at the wall and they take the splash damage because of the infinite height. I got to wait for them to simply descend so I can take them on directly. They'll fly down over time. Okay, why won't this lift finish its journey to the top? Oh, because I think the Keiko Demons, I keep bumping into the Keiko Demon's head. Almost a heretic-like look here for some reason I feel. Out some comparisons to Sundo with this level as well, and if it's any comparisons to Sundo's, maybe that it is a lot of flip switch, have a fight, 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 flip switch, have a fight. But the fights aren't all the same still, so there's an element of unpredictability. Whoa! That is like a few more out spells than I anticipated. Overwhelmed badly here. Couldn't do it fast enough. Showing how to make outspells dangerous even when they started pretty far away from where they can resurrect stuff. Oh, but I can retreat here from cover, but not for too long, because anytime I retreat from cover, I'm not dealing with them and then letting them resurrect other man, so really don't want to be retreating from cover for too long when, and then they can try and overrun my cover as well. How many of them are there? They're still taking a lot of rockets, even though I'm firing in the way that they should be taking splash damages from each other. He had me all just about pinned. Whoa! I thought I had it almost taken care of. But one thing I want to do is if they resurrect Hell Knight, aim my rockets at the outside, get my rockets aimed at the outside. Oh. Got me in a no retreat situation. They hide behind these corners. Some of the fights are pretty punishing, and some of the fights are not so punishing. That'd be a lot of ouch valves rushing at once. For rockets and cells, that took a shockingly long time to take care of them. And of course, the overall level of darkness increases the threat too. See, because those signs are dangerous. I can't see when I'm getting Cyano died. Next switch, next fight. Oh well, this one's just a couple chain gunners I couldn't see. Seems I'm gonna be crossing an area I visited the lower half of before. Did I indeed visit the lower part of this area? Yes, I did. That was to get the red skull key. Okay, well here's a no turning back point. Nice little spittle heads into the water. I think that's probably a different cyber demon than the one. Yeah, I don't think that's the same. Unless there was some kind of teleport, I don't think that's the same cyber demon I had earlier on in the level. Again, he will be of infighting importance. Which means my goal is to have him think he's shooting me and then intentionally make sure those shots miss. And there's so many monsters here, he could easily get... They could easily end up killing him. In fact, he can't even take care of the monsters fast enough to stop them from flooding up my escape route sometimes. I gotta move into this more open spot where I've got... It'll take more monsters to flood my escape here. As I expected, the cyber demon did not survive that onslaught. And guess what? I'm giving a whole bunch more ammo. Well, I guess it's time to do it again, isn't it? But this time it's with revenants. The same strategy here, probably. Get the cyber demon to scout fire on some rockets. Oh, and take those. Every time I see those chains, I think about how much I love the level of detail that's in the OTEX. Okay, this is a real big problem with infinite height. Those Keiko demons are flooding. Okay, no, that's not the way out. Not to just rush past it all. I don't think this is going to prove an effective choke point either. Nope. Too much getting close to me too quickly. It would work for the Keikos, but not with the endless stream of revenants. I think I need to get more of them attracted to the cyber demon. Yeah, I should be where the yellow key is. Get more monsters attracted to. Don't go in this area. You're never gonna be able to escape that area. Great, I just got pushed back into that area again. That area is a dead sentence. Maybe it's plasma. I don't kill them as fast, but I can whip ball my way through some of them at point blank range. Again, the cycle demon seems like just a backdrop to slow things down that little bit. Who once again did not survive the onslaught, though came somewhat close to doing so. This is certainly getting more towards shorter than it has been previously. Now I'm just about out of time, but I want to find out where the yellow key actually gets used. See if I can finish off the remaining less than 500 monsters in Pout 3 and make this a 3-pout, or if it's gonna end up extending into a 4-pout, though. But what I need to do now is find that. Well, maybe it's where the monsters are coming from. No, that's because of all the out valves in that room that I have not taken care of. But also the whole north side hasn't been explored yet, but it's fenced off. Guidances from keys to key doors is getting to a point in which it should maybe be a little bit clearer. And those monsters at the bottom of this lift that are seem to be completely jamming it. So can I approach it from a different direction? Okay, where's the lift being jammed and where does it lead to? That's this lift being jammed. I need to go around a pretty long way to possibly get there from the other side. I have to get the platforming right. Okay, I know if I head this way, eventually I might make it to the other side of the jammed lift. I thought there's no... Oh, great. Because this is one way. I don't need to... Oh, the cyber demon got crushed. So what seems to have been the right idea not to kill him. The problem is I have a jammed lift and I can't get back to... I cannot get back to it from the other... I mean, I know where the yellow key switch was now that I think about it. It was right in the beginning of this video. I happen to remember that now. But, is there any path to get me back to that area when that lift is jammed the way it is? The switch needing the yellow key was right over here now that I remember the early part of the video. And I'm pretty confident I do remember correctly. But the only path back there is that lift. And that lift is jammed currently. Can I use No, I can't unjam that. Might not even be a lift, it's just a drop. But it's jammed by the... Oh, managed to get down the drop. Okay. There might need to be a monster block line so that can't get almost jammed like that. Yeah, I actually make the drop and I do that platforming again. And I make it back to where the yellow key is used after all. So let's see, I do think I remember what feedback I had in this video. That's going to be all for this video. There was of course that missing texture hall of mirrors. And I'd make it a little clearer which where to go, have a little better guidance of where to go after grabbing the key. And don't let that drop off get almost jammed by the Keiko demons. There's actually two uses for the yellow key. But I'll explore areas post yellow key usage for the next video. And I mean, this map, despite the fact that it's flip a switch and handle fight, 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 pretty much is beautiful, and the fights have been very reasonably varied. If anything, I think some of them might not be hard enough on the ultra-violence difficulty. Maybe I towards the areas in which I left a bunch of health behind. But then again, I might be completely out in the dark and thinking that, oh, and I may get a BFG soon. Not gonna spoil that surprise in this part. I would say for difficulty, you can, more than my suggestions, I always recommend for difficulty and health, just use what you see in the videos. Some of the fights definitely do pack the advertised punch to at least an extent though, but I wouldn't call it at the level of a Ribbons map, for instance. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, and please feel welcome and appreciated to share any highlights or other remarks regarding the level or my feedback or commentary. And if I fail to repeat anything at the end of the video here, if I said something earlier on in the video as feedback, it still does apply. So this is Catcon1 here signing off after I think more than a half hour, but there isn't a problem with that. I'll catch you in part 3.